each other. We're on
Okay, the time is at 0. We're actually going on this one. We've got 100 fees on defense. We've got NRG on attack. And that is a 8-person duel.
Xander waiting with the paranoia right there, but peeks out for a quick classic. They've got NRG scattered.
Oh my god, they're sending it.
Be able to get a big lurk on here, but 100 Thieves already doing the work at the lobby on the C side, and they're just going to take down NRG left and right.
Okay, very, very nice this one. 3 people surviving for 100 Thieves got a little bit crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure I've really seen a pistol like that with 9 people dueling here.
They started kickoff. It's to make sure here with the
Slimetry, thank you for the extra gifted to any gifters. Thank you so much, Slimetry.
There's always going to be somebody else with you to fight with you and ensure these.
Did I start the VOD? Nah, I clicked the VOD. Yeah, we're good.
Utility to add. So when you're looking at this game and you're looking at these post-game interviews and all these players are so comfortable, you know that it just now comes down to tweaking on
top of the pistols, 1-0, and they're allowed a death. Dude, they go for 4 rifles. Eco-wise here, any kill is big. They did Teo damage out over towards A here and here. I'm going to keep an eye on that one.
Just a bit of patience now.
Slimetry, thank you so much for the gifted. For the epic pen. Dude, the epic pen really is the unsung hero of the stream.
On either sides of the map to make sure you could fault line, you could bring salvos just so that Osno cannot get that
thank you so much for that,
going to the
Slimetry.
beginning. So you could already start seeing this conditioning coming out from NRG. As now, the goal, potentially just moving in, trying to get this plat
Heavy committed forward with the guns, but at least there's 2 of them. And
fighting with the Bulldog right away.
yeah, that's looking real good.
You can see Mata on this
nice shots.
Lurk, rather.
Whoa, speaking of nice shots, that was
always off on by his own, just trying to create pressure so the rest of the team can move.
That is actually an interesting point that you bring too, because it has also been sort of like a game plan for NRG last week, where Mata was like flanking on his own, where he has full raise util. It could be so useful for a flood retake that NRG brings into their last comp on this very map. But now it was just an eco. It makes sense. You're trying to get your picks. You're trying to get some pips up into your orbs.
Yeah, he's trying to wait for anyone to be super impatient here.
A little lurk here. Verno, last one alive. Decides against going into B.
Oh, they're running away on this one. You need to die into this round, and they're not going to give you anything.
Die to any guns. So he's going to have to just throw his life away.
The tether to stop, the stun to stop. We're getting no plan. Oh my god, they've absolutely owned it. 3 seconds. That plant is not going down on this. And we got to look over to Verno and check his money. That is 2,800. They absolutely owned him. The tether and the stun on top is incredible.
See again. No, it's just going to be the stick on him. Unfortunate. And fault line, and smoke's coming in from his team. They're like, well, you can stay protected and try to get to a sticky spot and force a fight, but so 2 almost near perfect rounds here for 100 Thieves in how they play the game. Now,
okay. Aggro A, the starters off. Are they aware that that damage doesn't reach the full corner? I'm not sure you can cover it all. Go one way to fight this as well. 100 Thieves kind of full commit with the wall behind them on this A default. Like they pretty much wanna end A.
So once it dissipates, it still gives so much time for 100 Thieves to just set up for the next flood. There's still util available. Osno, ADS down to the
I mean, we got a lot of people that can swing off if they want, and that's done. Oh, that was nice. He's close to their ult. Matt is kind of close. This ult would be nice.
A lot of confidence coming into challengers into this one. He's mentioned that he's, again, not trying to sound ego on his side, quoting him. He felt like he was above everybody else towards challengers, and he has what it takes for America. So getting those 2 entries that comfortably on the re-hit from NRG is great, as they're going for the re-hit into B in contact.
I mean, even these peaks are giving you trouble. Nice. Just a little duck over the shoulder, gets that 3rd one, and now Cryo looks to just take a few HP.
Okay, very, very nice. Pretty clean on this one. Gun rebuy, armor rebuy, and we got the plant in there as well. So Matt is 1 away from ult, right? That's nice. C default becomes a little bit more appealing here.
In the front of the site. So just a BB
Verno got an upgrade of a gun as well. Yeah.
Really nice here for NRG to react here into the mid round.
Good kills by Sam on that one. Even in their loss, he was plus 20 something. I don't know. He had a crazy score still. It didn't look like it should have happened, but no, Sam has been firing on all cylinders here to start
And
kickoff.
100 Thieves thinking what I was thinking. The one orb away from a Razor kind of makes you think that they see default might be the one, and they go for a super aggro set play. Pressure over towards B. We had stun. We had Fade Prowler. No, yeah, Fade Prowler.
Showstopper on your kill leader in the server.
Very nice, man. Mada. Here's the jump down. Dude, Mada's very patient on this as well. Doesn't want to overstep.
Could do some damage, but NRG are hunkered in the site now, and they should be able to get this one pretty easily. We see 100 Thieves.
Early save? Oh, dude, they love that.
Yeah.
NRG will take that. So we get to a weird position here where it's like we get 3,000 for staying alive, and then some teams would be tempted to hunt here. I'm of the opinion that the 3K this early on, like money-wise, I'm not even hunting it. That's where I pretty much sit. Because I would rather that everyone just gets super wrecked. Sorry, that everyone just gets a little bit wrecked and our money's great.
They need to insert themselves on the other side or in B, right?
So, NRG, thinking the same as me on that. Reprovise. Reprovise. Tier 3, 28 mobs. Thank you so much for that, man. Appreciate everything, Reprovise. Thank you so much, dude. And some crazy numbers as well, dude. 28.
Yeah.
And again,
Mr. Gifted?
one of those moments where it was a gamble, right? They feel like against Sentinels, they were able to have a good read, the early fights.
Oh no, Yumpy found out how to gift to accounts. Super Yumpy gifted over to blue_cheese. Thank you for that, Yumpy. Rave Snorlax as well with the Prime. Thank you so much.
The last time the trap play didn't happen, and they have less players on this C-side to start, and that's where NRG is
done, and then we have damage in case someone goes aggro. 100 Thieves on this one. Kind of take the free space over towards A. The backup guns they have are Bucky and Guardian.
They're not sure if anybody got behind the box.
If Asuna gets a kill, he gets his ult.
Again, going to play more default to the right side of the map and forceful towards C.
Makes sense. Move.
Arch, thank you for the gifted. To Faker, the Faker.
So that you could tap onto the orb and it doesn't engage a trap play.
Thank you so much, Arch.
And now they could just entry towards the site with a full hit.
Nice disperse. Trying to flush out the members of 100 Thieves here, but not really giving them too much trouble. Staying inside Cry already. Get the Guardian to tap, and he's going to have to hit Mata a few times, which gives Ethan
in the clean, but he got one.
They should have this site. 100 Thieves now going to gather together.
Double Prowler for the retake.
To make this hurt for energy.
Xander still has his flash, and we kind of gotta keep an eye on Ethan here, because if Ethan gets a kill, that's the ult. Oh, nice timing, triple swing. They smoke close, they block the vision of this, and they go for a triple swing, 2 floor, one higher. That's nice. That was cool. I like it.
And that's exactly the start that you want for energy, especially when you're playing a map like Lotus that you lost against.
Yeah, that's a nice smoke to do.
Start off on your attack side where
and we've been proactive. We're coming up with ideas. They didn't want to sit there. They didn't want to get wrecked by the util. We said they would like double Prowler and stuff. They wanted to do this.
Last week rather, and now you're seeing just energy work as a group here and are able to push through and even break the timing that 100 Thieves has trying to go for a flood retake. So very, very nicely done in terms of changing that style a bit.
Solid idea, whoever came up with that one.
Because energy was losing a lot of those rounds.
Yumpy, thank you so much for the gifted. Thank you. Finland, the whole country, welcome in. Thank you for that, Yumpy. I'm sure they'll thank you.
Holy, Xander reads that with a stinger. It's going to be able to upgrade here.
Paranoia is wasted very early though, but at least he's able to fall back with the upgraded weapon.
Dude, quiet luck, and not a chance am I saying that one. I respect the attempt. Thank you, quiet lucker. Jesus. Doesn't really fit. Doesn't really fit in with the vibe of the stream. Arky Key with the Prime. Thank you as well, mate. Appreciate you doing that. Welcome into the Slug Club.
That free space, they realize they're gonna have to back up.
Okay, nice pressure. Open door. Still a question mark over towards Doro. And
slowing the tempo and staying in as a group is actually quite important for NRG as well. They pulled away from the fade. You can't get some mid-round information with Prowlers or an Eye. So playing contact is going to be
3 people
the name of the game
here
in
with a
mid-rounding,
neon that
and
can
you
send it
have
with ult.
Elise initiator support.
Are we
Yeah,
doing
you
the
don't have
ult
your
here?
duelist, but at least you
The
have
ult here would be
util support
great.
as a group.
If you want to do the ult here, then you can double smoke, then they're behind the smokes.
Outside the site, but to play inside B, less than 30
Still,
seconds
still has
is
the
a death
option,
sentence.
Ethan,
So
if he wants
free
to.
plant here for NRG, but now comes the pressure.
Oh,
Cryo is
all over
taken
towards the
down
person on
by
C. As we
Finesse.
can see on the minimap, not the
Rest shouldn't
greatest,
be too tough here.
but
It's just going to be some stingers.
wanted
Classic.
to make sure that they had this space. Normally when you have this space, you win the after
They have
plant.
to look back
So
100 Thieves. They have an opportunity
even
to
though it
play.
looks a little bit crazy, it's not the maddest thing you've ever seen.
Asuna just goes down
It's just like having a
immediately. It
good
seems like
idea
it
of what the
fizzles out.
priority is, right?
He goes for the battle cry and is just instantly silenced there. Boostio on the left. No shot.
Hey,
coming
handled
in
it very
from
well
him,
in the
able
end.
to grab it, and in what seemed like a little bit of a pressure cook around NRG. had
Neon ult, yeah,
control.
Neon ult got
You have
melted.
to give it here for NRG. Also with Ethan having that armor getting
Quiet
ready,
Lurker, thank you for
usually
this
with
one.
the
I can
tail,
say
you
that.
wanna
I'm jolly.
play a
Thank
delay,
you,
at
thank
least on
you.
paper when
Wait,
you
okay.
come out.
Yeah.
Just trying to delay with
That's
util,
incredible.
stall, and
Jolly,
just
has that been
went
you
off
the
offline.
whole time?
So far, NRG
That's
again
wild.
have been staying inside the site. That
Went for
big win
Quiet
condition
Lurker
for
1
that
as your
retake
ult
attempt,
account.
400 Thieves was actually Asuna with the overdrive along
Reloof as
with
well.
it, but they have a
Reloof,
four-player
thank you so much
crossfire
for the
setup coming
gifted.
out there
Thank you,
for
thank you.
NRG. There's
Not
really
saying
nothing you
who,
can do,
welcome
and you have
in.
to clear 18 angles coming out
Early
from that.
timeout.
And one of those things, I think,
And
you mentioned such a good point.
yeah,
is
it makes a lot of
overdrive
sense
is,
with
I
what's
think
going
they
down.
were a few seconds faster, right? They were
You've also
catching
got to think
Finesse
that
and team
NRG
as
have
they
kept
were
these runs
rotating
so
into their
clean that their
defensive
money is
positions, and
really
there,
high.
Everybody on NRG had time to look at whatever entry, cover each other on any
Thinking about EDG
trades,
switching from Fade to
and
Sova for the
Asuna
Lotus
was
comp.
just
I think it did
single
help him in
target
that
as he
game.
tried to create
I didn't mind
create that
Sova on
moment
this
for
map.
crosshairs. So yeah, NRG, what a great read from Finesse and Squad coming into this one to make sure the attack side starts strong.
I'm fine with a
4 in
Sova.
row now, and it's going to cause Zix to call timeout.
Increase the mainstream order. Sure, let's put it like
So
here.
far,
That should be a
NRG
bit
with
better.
So many different changes at the very beginning of
Quiet Lurker, for
Sometimes
God's
it's
sake.
very
I'm not
quick
saying that
towards
one.
rubble, and then
Definitely
a lot of
Jolly,
stuff that
like
goes, but never
100%
really a
confirmed,
full
yeah.
site execution from A
Did I,
to
haven't it?
Z,
I
except for their attempt on the piss around that got
feel like you
snuffed
got
there
banned
by
like
100
2 years ago.
So NRG
You've just
still
been
probably has
watching
a
this
lot
whole time.
in terms of the playbook to make sure that this timeout, whatever is being drawn out by Ziggs here, could already be a failure coming out of the timeout. Especially now that 100 Thieves comes out with weapons. It's a full gun run on their side. And the changes that we've seen, or that we're
Right,
seeing
what do we
going
got
through
from
this
100
round, not too
Thieves?
much. Still the same 2-1-2 setup on the
Yeah,
defensive side.
nothing really. Asuna, calm. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Okay,
paranoia
full
does
trust in this
work.
one.
Not as able to get in position,
Teva
but
deep,
traded.
Omen flash, Omen TP's in. They lose a raise, but they
big
lose the
there.
smokes.
So
you
smokes
lose
are
your
down
entry,
now as 100 Thieves may wanna try to get
but
back in.
you got
some
no
cryos there,
defensive smoke,
no
so
worries on that with the
if
double
you
smoke.
start dueling over towards C,
Defense is spread thin. This is a
could be pretty rough for them.
map. So if you're just keeping one
Over
player
towards-
at bay,
well, I mean,
it's
they
gonna
got a
be
clove,
easy
though.
for NRG to just
yeah, no, honestly,
take
this
you
is so
down.
fine.
They're giving up the A side for 100 Thieves. They're playing the stall on the
Yeah, I
C
forgot
side.
they
And
had
a
this
fight
weird
towards
comp.
B, though, with Cryo, as you mentioned before, gets that pick on that Lurk Averno.
Interesting little push there. Trying to take a lot of space for free in these previous rounds, and that one bites him a little bit. As C is going to be held, but Spike has not committed just yet. They don't feel like they have full control, and this delay.
Yeah,
could
someone's
really
gonna have
cause
to
problems
frag
for
out here, and
NRG
it feels
as
like it
100
should be
Thieves getting in
Ethan.
position.
Especially when there's still so much time left. I mean, even if Ethan falls, they haven't committed into this fight yet, and now
Very nice for 100
finally.
Thieves.
Very well done for
1,
100
2,
Thieves
3
towards the
armory
end.
buys, but
I thought there was just going to be potentially
Gonna
even
be
a
fine
recomeback
with that.
towards that B side because you saw potentially an over-rotate coming out from 100 Thieves.
do you think they could add a lurk in a
Like
little
they
bit? But
kinda
obviously
kicked
the
it up a
1-for-1
notch on that retake.
made it hard.
As soon as they were moving, they really did not stop, and it was a great kill there to start off by Xander. 100 Thieves hasn't really been able to get their hand in the pie too early in the game. It seems like Finesse and Squad are starting off with the first kill or the majority of the map that would give them an advantage, so that was nice. We see 100
Vice
Thieves
or
finally starting to battle back
Cloval.
in the beginning.
Dude, Cloval is pretty
Again,
situational, but
a
kind of
little more
underrated, I
power
would
on
say.
this with EQ being there instead of
Okay,
just
well,
the
it's
two.
definitely a
The kill
timeout to
doesn't
talk
come
about the
through
fact that they need to
Still
fight over
capitalizes on
towards
one
A
as
main.
Ethan picks up another.
Like the whole timeout
NRG
talk
are
is
feeling good
over
after that
about
engage.
A. That
And
we've got
it's
to
huge
absolutely
for
send it
NRG.
until they can
Talked
prove
about
us
slow starts in the very beginning.
that we
Yeah,
can't
maybe
take
they
it.
lost that piss around, but
And
ever
you
since their economy
gotta
has been
feel
right,
like that was the proof.
They actually have been playing the same style as 100 Thieves. They don't mind going toe-to-toe in these aggressive
Let's see what
double
Cryo can
trades,
do.
buddy system to win these fights, and they're coming out on top every time.
And Finesse is just saying everyone together on these.
Ooh,
Cryo
pop the
comes
ult.
up, Amada gets the kill as he drops down.
That's
He feels
nice.
pressured to make a play, and he is able to get the shorty
But
shot in. And they
the-
know he's in the sight. Yes, Finesse takes him down as his arsenal is away. And now just a few more flicks to take down these 100 Thieves members.
Ethan still has the after plant pressure. Oh, that is a lovely flash on this one. Lovely, lovely flash, lovely aim. And they played it pretty good though. And they got the Clover out of them.
First time here in the stage of kickoff, and he's able to finally come alive in this second matchup in this
Whose
second
account
series,
is
this
that?
time against
That's
100 Thieves.
crazy.
And that pop
Liggy.
was just really nice. It
Not-
looked like at
not
some moment, since
saying
this
any
fight
more than
was
that.
really
Thank you to
planned
Prime.
for them, and
Appreciate
they're
the 2
still
months.
playing double tree, that there was an opportunity for 100 Thieves to come back. But not only do they have the bloom, even if Verno dies or only
Dude, you
gets
added
one,
the
he's
Prime to
delayed
that
long
as well.
enough. We saw already Ethan
Yes.
right here, rotating
Yeah.
out towards the orb so he could play
Thank you
the
myself.
Salvage
Yeah,
delay.
thank
So I
you.
guess they
Thank you,
understood
Ian,
here
for the Prime.
the power of what Teo could do in these post plants as well when it comes down to these 2-on-2s. And now they broke the economy of 100 Thieves, but also now has a nice little forward position.
Ooh.
Win one, lose one. Money's in the bin.
Oh, it just
And
hits
the
him on the
boom
side
bot
there.
has
Couldn't get
actually
out.
tanked him
Damage done,
down.
though. And thwarted early game round here from 100 Thieves.
Just
NRG
got to
doing
highlight the money
everything
here
they can
and just kind of
to sort
emphasize
out
how
these
big this
angles
round
now that
is.
they've
Money
been
for
kind of,
NRG is through the roof.
pain point
Ethan
by
maybe
trying
could
to clear it out
have
yourself.
evened out the money slightly, but
3 ults ready
we
now.
won't go into it too much.
They've already used the drone.
Mr. Feeling
so
Sky, thank you so much for
if you wanna
the
try to
Prime,
retake
mate.
back
Appreciate the
and
3
take
months.
control of Mount, you're going to need a lot more
Of course,
util
dude.
around. You're not too sure if you want
Thank
to
you for
waste
that.
all of that at the very beginning. Looks like they were pulling back for a bit.
I'm not going to get much for that. Yeah, these are one of those breach ults that I don't massively enjoy, but if you're trying to fight over towards the map control,
Wondering if his util's right. Cryo, though, is going to get a good pick with that hit. And they turn
hey,
NRG
backup plan, they
away.
delayed a lot on this, and the rotate's
Rotation's
already
gonna be
here.
read by 100 Thieves.
NRG is going to have to do an
even if
absolute
there's 30
madness on
seconds
this
left,
one.
there's
It's
the
going to be
smoke coming
fake
out
A
the
into
first
B.
delay. Xander still has his paranoia, so he can delay
That's
even
got to
more.
be the play
Then they
here.
have a Nightfall for
There goes the fake
the
A.
big piece of util
Bowman
to
commits a
fight back
little
against
bit, and
NRG.
then we can pivot over towards B. It's all
Baby
about
door. Again,
killing
it's
Cryo.
The next one just across the map as he starts to answer as well, and it's a scatter for NRG. They don't know which way to look.
Okay, the call was
He
right.
picks up
The call was
final
right from
frag of the
FNS in the
round, and we
30
almost have
seconds
a
when they
tie
didn't have much
game.
time. You've got to
4 to
do that so they
5 now.
over-rotate over towards
Round was
A.
really important for 100
Just
Thieves. It
Cryo
shows the
kind
proactiveness
of
around
wrecked them.
moving the
Could
defensive
maybe
line, and
argue
one
that
of those
FNS went a
moments
little
where
bit
they
slow.
had a perfect
Shout out
read
to
the round.
100
A
Thieves
lot
for
of these
just
moments you're seeing just
holding
Cryo by
C
himself, and it looks like he's
and
gonna,
pretty
if
much
he dies, it's pretty much GG.
having
But
just a
at that
full
moment,
read
right over
that they were
here
going to
through
try
the baby
force
door,
over
if he
towards C.
fell, look at the rest of the defenders already
Like,
trailing
NRG
behind,
took
making
no
sure that
map
they don't give a
control
chance here for NRG
at
to set
all.
up once they get into the site. So very good map
You're
control
like
to
1
that
minute
round,
10
what
in
we
and they
wanted
had
to
no
see,
map
potentially
control.
what was being talked about. Making sure that
JYD
they iron out the plan,
2020,
what
thank
they
you
have
as well
for
for the
100
9
Thieves, and
months.
Ziggs called
Of course,
for
bro,
a
thank you for that.
Wild impact
Doom
frag
Bros as
for,
well.
Cryo right now.
Hello, mate. Good evening.
B will be left open with the flex of Mata Showstopper. Oh my god, awesome. Just on the other side.
If Asuna
He
gets
trade,
on,
though, as Zom was just
EU's
outside
getting
that
a lot of
smoke.
impact for his fade eyes at the
Waiting to
moment.
get this retake.
I mean,
And
everything
this
good.
is nice
You have
from
a
100
super
Thieves.
late
They're
lurk coming
pressuring
out
in the
now
right
for
position. We
Finesse.
said they were heavy
So they're trying to
priority
get it backstep, but
of
at the same time, if
B
he wants
main
to wait
in
it
the
out,
after
he also
plant.
has a rolling thunder for the
They
post
expect
plant.
it. Oh, the angle wasn't expected though. Cryo just off to the left isn't able to
But
capitalize
Cryo,
on that.
Cryo at one point has to run here. It's going to be too late, and he's going to trigger the
Cryo
wall.
expected it, but not
Yeah.
to Busio, thinking that Cryo had the angle still.
Oh
Ooh.
my god, Xander, Cryo.
Oh, and he killed him before the
Oh,
wall
they
as
have
well.
just
FNS out in the
whittled numbers
open.
down all up to Verno now. He's had some huge rounds just in the past. Another 2v1 for him here. Inside, outside, it's going to be
Okay,
too tough.
nicely
EU is
done,
just
man. Shout out to
swallowing there, and what
Xander,
looks like
winning
a
the
half
double
pipe.
jewel in
Gets
heaven.
the kill
I feel like they
onto
kind of
Verno,
stole the
and it is
round here.
5-5 now as 100 Thieves
That
are
is all
playing
Xander
much
for
quicker.
that
One of those
double
moments where
kill.
I felt that Verno could have had it. I'm sure if you've been following North American Challengers in last year and 1v3s, 1v4s, playing a breach on Sunset, he's clutched it out. But thankfully, the players that were still alive right there on that 2v1 for NRG.
Dude, look at
sorry,
this
for 100
fade eye.
Thieves, that they still had smokes to work with to make sure that you screen out that whole area. Cryo playing that clove to help
God,
out
he
even
melted
more.
him.
That was a very nice
Yeah, if
retake
FNS isn't
towards the end for
facing
100
there,
Thieves,
they win that
especially
round as
those
well.
kills that came first from that lurk from Finesse. It looked like it was a done deal for NRG's
Because that
victory.
wall would
Use
have
your breach.
that
All
wall would
the
have given
shots
them the
have to hit
info, and
after
they
that.
could
You
have
don't
double
really have
swung.
to retake. It's 5-5. Still a bit of this back and forth on Rubble, but the majority of the time won by NRG. This time they have Verno on the other side of the map. They have been running.
FNS has
side
ult.
here the
Ethan's
past
one
few
away
rounds.
from ult. Cryo 1 kill away from
4-1
ult as
setup and
well.
almost giving the responsibility for Verno to keep Cryo at bay.
I feel like 100 Thieves are doing a
Not
great
really
job
set
of
up
just
to be the
holding
lead
C
lurker
right
to
now.
watch. An aggressive push. But NRG are working together towards this tree. Really not using that. I mean, they can't. They already used a drone before, so they can't really try to clear the tree towards him. So Sam has to throw smokes rather.
Bustio's in a good pause to like stun front of sight for peaks.
Ult goes into Armageddon at the backside. Oh my word.
Oh.
Huge ultimates coming out.
That's
Sam
nice though.
capitalizing on one.
Breach ult forced them back into the Armageddon. That's sick.
About for 100 Thieves. This could be huge from Verno, who's still trying to get the team coming around from 100 Thieves.
We got a weird
All this fight inside.
weird little
100
duel over
Thieves are
towards A
dropping
main
his
at the
energy,
moment.
doesn't
Everyone's
even
looking
need
for
Verno to
Verno.
do too much work right now. They can stay patient and just let everyone inside do the
Dude,
work.
Cry would have loved a kill there. Would have
He was
got
aware
ult
of
for
this,
the
but
trade.
Because of all these other teammates kind of died towards the A site, they feel like they have to make a play. So
And
perfect
these two are
opportunity
so
for Verno
late
to
because
start
they've
playing
been
it.
dealing with Verno over towards A main and just hasn't been dueling out.
Creep in just in time now, able to trade each other. Maybe to half. They hear Verno walking
Nice
in.
shot.
He still hits the shot though. Now EU under the smoke. It's not going to be enough.
Time got
from
pretty
the
low.
blow
Shout out to
from
Verno
Cryo.
here.
And
Straight
Mata
up
still
just
gets the kill
delay.
onto Bustio.
I like the double ult.
But looked
Double
like
ult
NRG
was
felt
good.
comfortable the whole time.
Where he
Still a
meant
nice
to
little
sit here.
execution coming out for NRG, and the
Yeah.
fact that they were able to draw out these things from 1 week to the next is actually quite nice to see. Again, the amount of work that came through. Yes, even if the Armageddon was a little bit slow and Asuna is able to run away as that Neon, it still really smothered that A site, not give a chance here for really 100 Thieves to set up. You saw already Xander was stuck around the corner and got instantly taken down. And it didn't give a chance here for 100 Thieves to move in as a group.
Finesse is seeing all the high percentage plays at the moment. It seems like when NRG
Yeah,
hits
big
these
change up
sites,
force
they're
through the
like, oh,
one way
there's
that's
no
been
that
holding
one
them
fails,
here.
right? Lots of ults, lots of layered. See if they can do it without ults now. They are going to be
Not
faced
the
different.
greatest
100
miss of a
Thieves as
boombot,
they
doesn't
look towards
matter.
the C site and play a little bit of that open door game. Big push.
Obviously, as we could
Not
see,
too
the
much
bus
economy
over
left
towards
for
C would be
100 Thieves in this
incredible.
last round, so it looked pretty good at the start with NRG
The
taking
call
control of
is
bound, and you see here from that
to
mini
go
map, there's
re-pressure
Cryo
A,
at
and we
that
have
spot.
4
But
people
the
here
stop and go, the
with an
NRG
Omen
team,
flash
they think they pulled the
waiting.
rotate. It's a
Look
full
at this
stack all
read.
over for 100 Thieves.
The family photo for 100 Thieves just on the other side. They have to force this now. The drone came out. That's
Look
gonna be a
at
free
that
clear
read.
coming
4
in
of
A main.
them.
Overdrive now, and Asuna is just going to go ahead and face plant on Finesse, but he finds the kill. He finds it in the chaos. He is marked, though, and they're able to follow the trail.
That's wild.
to his
I've
death.
never seen anything
And
like
now
that.
Mata, we talked about kind of being
They
off the
knew
ball
for sure they
sometimes.
were
This
gonna
was one of those rounds, and now
go
a
back and
very
AD fault and
tall
put
task
pressure there.
on the other side of the map. He's even getting flanked by Cryo somehow already.
That was just so nice from the Paranoid to hit, but yeah, the pincer maneuver on both sides.
30 seconds left.
Oh, just makes it in. Steps out.
The read,
The shot
yeah,
from
and seeing the
Cryo
calling
there, and
style.
We do get the 6-6, even with NRG's 3-4 round run there. Zig's timeout comes in huge.
Yeah.
Gets the team to
6.
pace up a bit more.
I
and
feel
get
like
back
both
that
teams will
100
take
play
this.
style.
Definitely got
Probably
so
100
much
Thieves more
value
than
from that
NRG.
timeout, and again, from that play, the high-low setup to see the players moving forward.
Anonymous
And it's
Gifter,
just a
thank
drone
you
that
so
initiates
much
the
for
hit.
that.
So much
Thank
util
you
do,
for the
nothing
gifted.
you could do there. A great start for the half.
Wild stuff. Well, we got way more after this. Don't touch that browser. We'll be right back after the break.
As if you're in.
Red Bull gives you wings.
As if you're in chat as well. Come on. Come on, guys. Surely this is too much. Account created yesterday, yeah. So chat, I gotta mute the music. Anonymous gifter as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Drew, appreciate that. Welcome in. NRG's comp on defense. It's very good for shutting down A. So they should be able to hold A control the whole time. Which which honestly should help them a lot. And then let's see if they want to punish the no sentinels. Yeah, like the last round from 100 Fees, I don't know how they have that read. They're actually just anting FNS's calling style.
We are back, about to get in the map here between NRG and 100 Thieves. A 6-6 first half. As 100 Thieves were able to kind of right the ship, figure out how to up the pace again and start pincer maneuvering the side of NRG. FNS did a really nice job of being able to string those rounds together early, right off the bonus. But we still got a game on our hands.
Yeah, this is basically the same scoreline when things kicked off.
I'm kind of interested because, so you look at NRG's comp, and you for sure go, well, it can lock down A. So I was wondering if NRG aren't going to go aggro A. We're going to try punish elsewhere just because the pressure of the comp is enough to stop them from sending it.
NRG setting up in this moment very passively on this.
But we pretty much just had a reactive one. The attack smoke out, we saw Fade Eye to get C control. They open the door to create pressure, so C B control. And then we get that within like what, the first 15 seconds?
Seeing now the
Someone's had to smoke everywhere.
Reach, how fast he can go and how much he wants to be in front of the util could really put pressure on NRG.
A lot of trust in Verno for this.
His turn to go fast. Gotta go fast.
9-person duel.
Sam is ready to stall this and get the team prepared for an A hit. Okay, Cryo, just 2 classic shots on an hour.
They wanted.
It
didn't feel great though.
And yeah,
I would have to watch it back. Omen Flash.
I don't know how the hell that happened because
Yeah, Cryo's just out Jordan with a classic. Do
Let them get the space and then go for the double swing and
you have a classic or do you have a ghost? Pretty sure you had a classic.
Those 2 players we were just mentioned before gets dominated by Cryo as this clove.
Straight to
Dead
A.
4 there? Yeah, I mean they wanted the punish over towards A. I'm just not sure.
I'm not
sure it was great. Util-wise.
Right click classic just to grab another one and see who finalizes this one out of FNS.
I think they thought they were way further back than they actually were.
It's just so many people. Nothing he can do. He knew it was done.
And they're all gunning for him. That is a double pistol for 100 Thieves.
No matter what, it is still a competitive game, and it's still elimination. And an elimination game for these teams. But look at that, one through the smoke, the other one on.
Yeah, because like, what's for the open bit here? There's no crossfire.
You looked at how he was set up here for 100 Thieves. There was no real rate boss. Asuna had a frenzy with no armor, and they were just trying to work as that group because they were lacking, you know, that raid boss capability for the entry. So 100 Thieves continuing with those funnies, making it work, and now also staying towards the spawn this round, anticipating that NRG wants to go for some sort of a trap play on their eco.
All the orbs for Asuna.
There.
Good defense.
No one buys anything for NRG. 100 Thieves are pretty much allowed 2 deaths. We'll include the Stinger.
Xander has his back against the wall in spawn, just so they don't make a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, they have, at least here for NRG, Ethan's position in this area as this breach. So that whatever contacts come through, he could help out on that site for like some sort of delay so that hopefully if anybody's anchoring there, it could just be a one and done, but still good enough damage done for NRG to just regroup and react after. But 100 Thieves, they're not biting into any of this.
Yeah, a little bit of A pressure into group up, hit over towards C, and we just got Verno.
And now it's just Verno alone with the classic.
Yeah,
they are putting down no util, by the way. Like they are not using too much.
Really get anyone in sight. And now we wait. See if they all try to get.
Are they actually going to feed him any kills, or are we just going to wait here and not give him too much?
Goes hunting. Here he goes. Oh, that's a lot. He's instantly triggered every trap over there at Waterfall. Paranoia goes through. Asuna still finds one. 4 off that ultimate.
Oh no, they're going for it.
The rest of the team picking him up. He gets 3 away. And he gets 1 more. It's just, it becomes a game for them at this point. We see how much fun he's having. He talks about his movement agents. He loves to be kind of just freaking out in everybody's face.
Yeah.
Causing problems.
You already see from the waterfall push, it's being blocked out by Cryo smoke so that NRG can't really run through. So it's like,
he has to open the door because it doesn't reach here.
And gets a kill towards the spawn. He's moving everywhere that he can.
Yeah, nice.
And unfortunately not fast enough to get the backstab onto Verno, but at least the round comes in for 100 Thieves, converting into the anti-eco with a nice flawless.
It's wild too. Asuna, he loves to do this.
So now we're going to see the NRG comp prove that it's great for holding down A. The issue is, you feel like Asuna can probably beat all of the util,
8-6 now, and we'll see if they can keep it going on these bonus rounds.
And honestly, dude, if 100 Thieves just hear
Here for the side of NRG.
this and insta-react C, they're probably going to win the rounds.
Pretty much how they played their defense.
Yeah, and Cryo's going to be able to tell them how many people and how much Utah was used here.
Delaying things for the team.
Saying
So
that,
not much has changed,
NRG
the way they're setting up here.
only used the stun into this one, so they don't really know there were 4 people starting here.
So many times here, confident taps on the orb to pick it up for 100 Thieves. So for the last 2 rounds, unexpected.
NA buy, I'm okay with it when it's 1.
Stack coming through for a pincer maneuver from the C side to B.
Yep. Quick
I
wall.
feel like 100 Thieves
gonna
takes
run
so
down a couple of
much
seconds,
map
but at
control
least they're
early
still-
on,
The Razor
and
Vine
like you
set
need
up
to
for,
do that
an
against a
extra
Vice.
stall
Vice kind
from
of
Bruno.
forces you to default a little bit more, but it's a good sign that BC default. 1 minute left.
So much patience here.
It was nice from Mada though.
They can run
Smoke
the clock
off,
every
cleared,
time and
closed
up
door.
that pace
Can stack
only on
heavier
the
over
hit.
towards C.
It can always be
Stack
fast
heavier over
when
towards
they
A.
want it to be. They hope that this timing, this waiting, is messing with the defensive positioning, but it doesn't look like it. NRG's ready here to defend. The smokes will deter just a little bit. Is Asuna right in the
Dude,
middle
like
of
he's
the
playing
front.
his own
Yeah,
little
now
mini
can't
game of
figure out
dodging
where
all
to
the
look for
util.
smoke, though. Bruno
Man,
just steps right
Asuna
out.
played so well,
The
bro.
flash did not catch anybody. He was thinking, and now
I feel like
it's
the
just gonna
Neon's
be
really
NRG
messing
trying
up
to
all of
regroup and
their
figure out where they can get some
timings
kills
for
here. 100
everything on
Thieves,
site here.
C after C after C hit.
Like
That
you're
is
meant to
just
have a
insane,
nightmare
though,
here,
coming out
but
from Asuna, going
he's
into
just
the site
chilling.
to open things up, and all he does is bunny hop around
Yeah.
every piece of util, and still manages to find a kill in a smoke towards the end when you had a push coming out from Vernal trying to fight back here towards the C site. I just love how again, it's very similar to what we were seeing maybe in a different moment in the round, but the utility that was being brought out by MIBR was always broken up by just the running high
you
here.
got
of
2
this
9 loss
Neon.
bonus
So
on
NRG
top
were
of
definitely
this.
trying to smother a little bit more around fault lines and the salvos.
Obviously 1,000
It's
for
still
everyone that
just
survives.
not enough. They need that a little bit more here to really try to shut down Austin.
It's like you have Asuna on a Neon or Oxy on his Rays when he's blast packing through Viper's pits. Your teammates, you're basically looking at the minimap to see where those blips come up, and you're spamming, or you're repositioning to spam. And this is what he's providing, just getting eyes here, eyes
Look at
there.
that.
What is he wasting?
Yeah,
1,
he's
2,
just-
3, another fault line
he's
as
tanking
well.
everything,
And then
including his own
Vernal's flank,
stun.
you hear the flash just go off, but it doesn't tag.
In any other situation, a duelist, a pro duelist would probably say, I don't have a chance to play the game because I'm just getting hit by everything. But he dodges everything.
Yeah, he does so
flashes
well,
and
though.
still gets a kill.
You're
That's
right.
the insane part about it.
You're right. In chat, it would be like,
Jeff,
"Where's my
thank you
king?"
so much,
But
Jeff.
Asuna
Appreciate the 6
doesn't
months.
need
Thank you for the
that.
tier
He
1.
says, no, you guys come in when you need to. I'll do what I have to.
In
Crazy
Teo only
stuff
having
from him.
1 damage location
So
for Rockets is a
9-6,
fair change.
Still such a close game, but those 3 power rounds. as
Maybe if they
hit
made it like
C,
slightly
hit
bigger,
towards A, just
not too
seems
big.
like it might be tough for this
Them
next
cooldown?
one, and
Yeah, it
NRG
might be
pull
right.
back. They're going to call a timeout to make sure that is the case, and they can figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, it even looked like as soon as we had the camera view on to the coach of Bonkar, it doesn't look like he's saying too much there. But maybe it's just to calm things down for a bit
sure.
because NRG is probably starting to feel again that same curse of playing a defensive side where it's still pretty slow. It's still not necessarily lackluster, but they're still trying to find the right timings with the new comp that they bring out, and they just couldn't find it at the right spot. Again, I think the main thing
Clove
is
actually good on these
finesse
double
as this
controller
reach
comps,
on
yeah.
the lines that you can hold out.
You get
We're
the
looking for,
one way all the
maybe
time over
play
towards
that
C, and you
tree
can
at the
duel a
very
little bit
beginning,
heavier.
so you could actually fault line the whole
And
cross
again, the
Neon
ult's pretty
trying to run up
underrated.
towards the A orb. But it's been fully avoided
And the
by
after death
Thieves.
smokes are a
This time, though,
little
look at
bit
this.
stronger
There's
these
just a
days
lot
as
of
well.
players getting ready to fight back
Just
towards
because of no
the B lane.
pings.
Yeah, pings 2 right there from the side, 100 Thieves.
Okay,
And
is
it
this
looks
too
like
obvious
Asuna
from
wants to go
NRG? I
again.
think they are
It
just
might
literally
even be
dueling with the
unpunished
guns,
again
though.
towards C. They're
Not like
using
that.
this orb. They can jump on
Oh,
the
they're
Vice
actually just
wall
gonna
and
send
get in
this.
the way.
It's just
it's like taking out a
3-person
Killjoy
duel.
Liver.
Give me
And this is what we
Xander.
wanted, though, a little bit more as they're trying to fight towards the B main. I mean, we
Okay.
might hold that thought because they are overcommitting into this fight.
Pushing up. Mata
That's a
gets
nice
one,
kill.
but they want to back up right away. They just like the fact that they put a wrench in the works of this round, now causing it to be a 4v5 conversion. if
Really
like
on top of the fact that they probably hold their anti-eco from here.
So a good
Flash to
timeout
push him
start
off the
so
angle,
far.
and I felt like the pre-aim was
Bongo
there the whole
saying,
time.
We need to do something first.
Yes.
You know, we
Yeah, and they're going to keep
going.
going
And
proactive
that's
with
the
this
thing
one.
with the 3 players moving up. Well, actually, let's again hold that thought. Crowd just got a little
How many did they
opener on
see?
the A side,
2?
So that's going to open things up for 100 Thieves to be able to rotate back where NRG
Cryo
had
got
the
Ethan,
perfect
and
read
then
at
you
the
would
very
imagine
beginning
this right
until
here is
they
the
lost
jump
Ethan.
peak.
Was that a jump shot?
Yeah, it would have been.
That was a weird angle.
Surely
once we saw
Ethan
where he
isn't
was. Gotta
jumping
check that
straight
on
up,
replay.
though.
But what a shot for Cryo, who's been doing it across the map. Opens it up again towards the A side, and
Must have been a
NRG
side
was
to
ready
side.
for almost another C. They play in the middle of the map, so this low buy can
Such
get
a
to
hard
whatever
retake.
site they need, though.
You're got flashes, the fault lines are being used into paranoia as well.
Yeah.
And not even committed. It's been re-stalled by 100 Thieves.
Oh gosh, overdrive
shot.
straight into the spawn of NRG. Cryo's still there to give him trouble on the
Yeah,
entry.
Finesse
but
picks
it's
up a gun
about
as well.
This A-Link area, the stairs entry, they don't know who's coming from behind. And they're not able to clean it up just yet. EU has to go for both sides to swing
Wow,
to the
fair
right,
play.
and it's going to be Sam who
FNS
picks it
is
up. FNS was still there.
absolutely owned him
He's
there.
going to be the one to get the defuse. Patience from NRG there on a lower buy.
Yeah. And just to talk back about NRG's run from the beginning to the end for that round, that triple push that they had towards that B side, it could help you contain that spot, but at least you have the breach and the Omen and the Raze together so that finally, if you do have Asuna starting to go and grab for that orb again on the C side,
Give me a
you could actually go
replay of
for
this
the
jump
open
peek.
door and
I want to know how
crunch,
Ethan
from the
dies.
C side and to B to fight back towards Mound. But this time leveraging
Sure even gonna get
also
one here.
Mada to continue to overextend towards that spawn.
That's not
and try to
overextended
get
a little
your
bit.
one,
Yeah, it was a nice
because
shot still, but yeah.
100 Thieves have been
Like, first
leading maybe a
kill,
player behind in these moments. If
you're
he's able
kind of
to win
done
that
enough.
fight, it gives them
Honestly,
good
even just
opportunity
popping
here
the
to
ult,
come
they're
back
probably
and
not going to
retake
push on you
and
just
win
by
that
a
round.
lot of time
And look at that,
anyway.
100 Thieves always go into these no spike default rounds when they start. You know, it'll
Okay,
get picked up
aggro
almost right away
A
here as they're
for
deciding what to do,
NRG.
but a
I'm
lot
pretty
of
sure Mado
times
just picked up the
slow
orb as
themselves
well.
down.
One
After
person
seeing
holding
around
over
like
towards
that.
this, and rotate
Back
is
to this kind of
almost
abuse of the front
over
C,
towards
though.
C. You can see a big change up from
No matter what,
NRG, by the way.
at
We're
these
being
rounds,
way
it's
more
not for
proactive with our info.
an aggressive exchange of utility at the very beginning. It's still, no matter what, a lot of scouting that they're trying to do with util and never really an
Yeah,
assertive
similar to what happened
attack
before though,
round
right?
for either
CB
of these
default,
teams. So a huge war in
and we've
terms
already
of
triggered the wall. 1
playing
minute.
that mid round for both 100 Thieves and Energy that so far has been paying out more for the side of the T's.
Nightfall would be great for an A site here, wasting just about 40 seconds in the round to go about. They've inserted Asuna to see if a peek comes through. So 100 Thieves are just saying, we want options. Oh, maybe it was a headshot last time.
Yeah, try to jump spot and
we
then
want
boom.
options, and they're giving themselves
Yeah, I mean, it is different passing jump spotting though, so maybe the tech's different.
And already pushing Som away. First util, I mean, the haunt being thrown shows that rubble's clear so they could start
Yeah, this
moving
smoke
towards
is the
that
one
spot.
right now.
Can't really one way as
All
the
vision
open
block
anymore,
over
but it's
towards
still
it
good
creates the
enough here to
question mark.
block the
Got a
util.
2-pass and fake, and we keep an eye on the minimap to see what kind of rotate we get. FNS tanks a
Eyebrows
lot
torn
of
off
damage.
Finesse.
The
And
3-pass
now
and
he's forced to
rotate.
walk around
Time is really, really low, so honestly, that
back
some
towards
could
the
just
spawn
win
in
this
a
by
safe,
dueling over
safe
towards
position.
A. Smoke
20
goes
seconds,
in.
all this was a fake.
Someone's
Everybody
definitely
staying
gonna be
towards
tempted
the
to make a
leaders.
play
Only
here.
one player
He
towards
shouldn't,
the
but
side, he actually
You
manages
gotta be
to dodge
crazy
the
tempted
Nightfall.
to do it.
10 seconds left.
And he go out almost. You saw
Good discipline
Sam
from him.
almost
Yeah, wait
wanted
for
to
his
play
team.
there, but he is waiting, playing the proper way on this one.
He's got to
Looks
stay
like
alive
Yao
because
with
his
a
omen
waterfall
flashes
into the top
everything.
side here, Vans. This is going to get sketchy if they can
Omen
not
flash,
hit the
maybe
ground.
hit the Omen
util's
back of
actually hitting
sight,
pretty
yeah.
well as Mata starts off on Xander.
Ooh.
Nice play from
Wow.
Sam. He's going to come around the backside on everyone and get these shots in. No vision just yet. 100 Thieves is still able to source out where NRG
Asuna
is before
is-
this flank is coming in, though. Just too much
Fair play, man.
patience
Asuna's
from
just
NRG
absolutely
on the
wrecked
retake,
them.
and 100 Thieves was out looking the whole time for the opponent.
The whole time here, Som was heading towards that staircase, was holding in that spot. So he was the first contact, heard all of that util, the hit coming in for 100 Thieves, didn't want to go for the hero play, so he held back to make sure they could flood back in. But the responsibility that he had, the reason why he's the last player standing, he just wants to make sure that nobody loses
Yeah,
that
that double
space
kill just changes
for energy as they want to try
everything.
to pick the retake.
Yeah.
So he was the last line of defense, trying to flank from behind, but that tether spotting 2 players towards that drop. Just too good here for 100 Thieves to take.
Living. Nice!
Pretty sure.
Pete, Pete, you are so aware, bro. I'm not kidding. You might be the best player in the world.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure NRG
There you
down
go.
to
And
a
honest-
low buy on
honestly,
that.
Asuna, it continues to get better. You're talking to him in
Hey,
his
double
previous interviews
timeouts.
and whatnot. It's like, hey man, has there ever been a moment when you really felt like you were working on something? And he's like, no, I feel like I've increasing and knowing what I'm doing. I don't feel like I stall out here, and I'm playing like I'm allowed to play my game. And this team allows him to do even more, which is amazing.
And Cryo mentioned it, probably the best iteration of 100 Thieves that he's played with so far, and Asuna being the longest standing player for this roster when he won first strike back in like 2020 with him and Dicey, right? And to see the evolution of Asuna going from like a Duelists back to an initiator roles, being criticized, but then now under the guidance of Ziggs.
Okay, so most likely going to get to 11, and then they'll have a lot of ults online. They could get it to like 11-9, maybe with that, and then that would break Econ. Yeah, it could get close. It pretty much all comes down to the next round, as long as this is like a clean eco.
Both just moved from Summon FC to Fnatic. He is the longest standing member on one team. Then it's Asuna, worldwide. It's kind of crazy. These two have been such factors for their team, but it's about Asuna now trying to get 100 Thieves continued in this kickoff as NRG put up a bit of strength towards Rubble here to start things off. They lose Mata, and now 100 Thieves feels comfortable to keep pushing forward.
It's difficult to do. You're just trying to catch your opponents, but a close smoke goes down. The eco that you bring in for NRG gets stalled and stopped. Mata couldn't even get a pick off the Sheriff, couldn't even play the game that round. And that's just easy for 100 Thieves here as they heard the fallback from NRG to just go for this post plan. All over towards A.
Lyric out. Xander's already watching the flank. The timing that 100
Yeah, I
Thieves
mean,
hits the site,
it's
you
just
can
kind
see
of
now,
about
it
damage
gives them
here.
time to turn around and
Bono
understand
would
what the flank
love a
would be,
kill
where
so
it'd
he
be
can get
coming
his
from.
ult.
Doesn't mean they win though.
Yeah.
NRG already won a low buy round before. Quick kill, Asuna follows up. They have not taken their eyes off of the flank here, and 100 Thieves will be able to wipe this one out,
Very, very
giving
nice.
themselves 11 and starting to really pressure NRG.
Right, this
here
is the
on first
round.
With
map.
a flawless on top of that, and the anti-eco quite clean for 100 Thieves. And yeah, you mentioned somebody watching that flank, but it's almost quite standard here looking at 100 Thieves, right? They're not playing with the full Sentinel players, so you actually do need somebody to watch these moments, and it is going to be the responsibility of Xander so that you could actually have Cryo move in as a group and be those actual smokes for the engagements, for the hits into the sites.
And playing fast kind of lends yourself to that last person being more of a sentinel.
Big change up. Op goes out.
They don't have a job.
And they're going to try to set up the op over towards A, it looks like. Yeah, a lot of util in this one. Okay, setting Matter up towards A instead of the Omen. Instant reaction from 100 Thieves.
Right in. This is the first time Verno's actually
Oh
presented
my.
himself at the front of the site.
Verno
It's gonna be
legit
huge.
had to
3
kill like
quick
2
kills.
here, and
that is a
he's
very
looking like an
different look
aimbot.
here for NRG.
That's also very clean from Verno. Baiting out his utility that he's got to play behind there, that you could still move in and bait out the sheer out from what he's placed here.
The audacity to play that this far behind too. Be like, hey guys, this could be a one and done. Never mind, I got 3.
And he didn't even have help because at the very beginning, 3 players were on the A side.
Right.
So a good hero play.
Yeah,
Sometimes
and
you
isn't
need
even
that
giving
here
him a
to
way back in.
add a little bit more oomph here into your defensive side for NRG.
Trying to activate that wall if you can. It's not as easy without Asuna on Neon. And yeah, 100 Thieves is basically stuck here for the next 40 seconds. They have to re-clear all of
They
the
got so
map.
much money though, they should try to do some
NRG
damage
is
at one
just
point.
waiting for those shots.
Like kills are just important.
For Verno to do that is kind of crazy. It's still
Would they
blowing
be
my
tempted
mind.
to not give him ults?
That would be so easy to lose all
only
the Vice
Ethan's
until
really.
you lose sight. The retake's not really going to be there. And now they'll have Vice ultimate for next round. The Rolling
sure,
Thunder
we
as
should
well.
be
Showstopper,
saving
they
here.
can really string these together and
I'm trying to
keep
make sense
100
of
Thieves
it.
off game point.
And that's the thing for 100 Thieves.
Unless you're
you have
literally
2
thinking
players
about
that
Ethan
are
and
still
Som's
alive
ult.
going to the next round.
Like,
Ego's gonna be
money's
maxed out no matter
crazy
what,
good.
So you might question
These
why
as
you're
a
not
rebuy
trying to
would
go for at
be
least eliminating
very
some
nice to
weapons, get the
have.
economy low, but you're looking at it at the other end. There's
And
still an
don't have
ultimate.
much to offer,
I mean, Mana
really.
just ran all the way out towards the A side to grab already a showstopper. But if Ethan's able to get a pick, that's also a cycle of ultimates coming out from NRG's side that could really turn the tides for 100 Thieves. So they're okay counting their losses in terms of, you know, losing the round, but also just wanted to make sure that you don't allow your opponents to get all of these ults up. And yeah, that was very, I mean, look at all of these
It's
jiggles coming out
instant
from Verno.
snaps to that.
Not sure how that's possible, but I killed 3.
Okay. This has blown my mind. I feel like when Finesse built this team, he's like, how can I find everyone as calm as me?
Yeah.
And build that team. And then everybody has the potential to do crazy things, but
4-person
you don't see
aggro
these teams
again,
getting too hyped. They're always
because when they
invested.
reacted C,
understand
the
what's going
solo
on.
guy killed
Even
3
when
of them,
Mata
so
talks, he's like, hey,
you can't invest this many people if he's
He's
going
like,
to
"God, I got triple
continuously do
kills, I
that.
popped one shot.
I think the only one that's vocal is like Som sometimes.
That's
in
true.
these
That's true.
moments,
Yeah,
right?
Sam will pop off. But yeah,
Okay,
and I
they
think it
still
helps
have,
them, too. Keeps their nerves in
still have
check.
no idea
Know they
about
can come
the-
back, and you got FNS calling these
I
shots.
have no idea about the op
It's still
yet.
jump spotting out here to see if you could bait anything out. Ethan just pinging 3 players out in the very beginning. 100 Thieves are playing all the way back towards that spawn and trying to see if there's going to be any over jump peaks they could try to punish. It's now grouping back up.
Scientist
Ethan's
Coco with the
already
prime,
there to
thank
help
you.
out here.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you doing that.
With this double stack that you have towards C.
Yeah, we're
So
back here
going back
again.
to the mess with util game.
Let's keep an eye on the spike.
Don't
It's 50
have their
seconds, and
As they usually
Prowler.
do.
We've got someone
Flank
to
this again.
shoot the Prowler with the rifle.
These are in one of their most
Or
scattered
Fade
defaults
Eye.
that we've seen throughout this entire first map.
TP out towards the A
Prowler
side.
tanked the
Prowler
bullet
flank.
on this. 35 seconds. It looks like they want to commit. Omen TP
Xander
over
actually
towards
stuck this and
site
try to
is
get
literally
back
the
towards
one.
rubble.
Wow, they calmed it out, and Madden never refaced that.
Can't really jump forward on this one.
This
Still
was
gets the shot
impressive,
off.
though.
Cryo's gonna be getting up on this
Still
one,
20
trying to
seconds
get the
on
fight
this.
Back in. They trade. Mata is just
Yeah,
so
honestly, that was
stuck up.
impressive
Xander's
from
gonna take
Mata in this.
advantage of that.
Still
Now
goes
the
into a 3-on-3
3v3s, they start
massive
to
duel on
enter
site
Cyclones,
here.
gonna commit Steel Garden. Rolling Thunder is
Yeah.
there as well.
Can he make it on time,
Oh
though?
god,
getting
he's
close to having it, but
dude, his
Bruno-
aim is insane. I'm really impressed with how Som and Mada handled this, because Xander's play to ult over towards the site and try pinch him into this area is perfect. But then they just managed to find the two cubbies, and Mada, with the smoke to cover, was safe here, and Som was safe in this corner.
And for both of these teams,
They delayed for so
their
long,
losses.
and
It
this
all
guy's a
comes down
beast.
to these little things that they could capitalize on, right? And when you're looking at it, it has been pretty clean from both
Samo
teams in this
Samo
round.
VLR, thank you
The
for
mob shot
the
shows
tier
up
1,
round.
mate.
You're
Appreciate you
pinning
doing
it out
that.
with the Clo Vault, and then you're finally able to pinch through, but you've
Okay,
wasted
first time for a
to
while the
rotate.
100 Thieves
Hold
actually
that thought
forces
again.
out towards
It's
A.
starting to get very explosive towards the later end of this map. 100 Thieves once again taking control of this orb. A lot more aggressive, already crossed over towards the A orb, and want to fight back towards Baby Door.
We can see no one over towards B, so they don't really have the option to send it through, so they are going to try force them to A site.
They start to just mess with Baby Door here.
Dude, FNS has ult to help him if they wanted. Yeah, I would have been tempted to do this, but I think there's too many here. And this isn't going to hit Asuna. And Asuna might own them if they tunnel vision. Oh, double open of the door, and Verno gets another one as well.
Just a matter of moments from last round to this. And
This was
he
good.
is
Shout out to
cooking
Som
top
as well.
frag in the
So
server.
they
And now
tanked
he
a
has
lot
turned
of the
100 Thieves
util.
just away
I'm glad
from
they
that
didn't
initial
like
hit. They're
oversend
stuck
it.
in tree, and they have to go forward from here.
What a big hero play by
It's still
Verno.
kinda
We'll
doable
talk
for
about that
100
very
Thieves.
soon. 100 Thieves still want to engage into this site.
Yeah, especially with that.
Down A.
EU with the kill gets ult.
Finally battle their way through, but their numbers always dwindling. This is where 100 Thieves had so much trouble. They lose the members on the way to site, and they would fall here in the post plant. Watch this slow retake. Looks like
Mada's Boombot's going to be the one.
That's such a good smoke though towards the
Yeah,
beginning, so they could double up.
that helps.
Yeah, the Boombot sees them. There's still two to fight.
with the trade. The 1v1's created. Oh, the left turn. Finesse is just going to go for the flash. They're going to play the safe util and now get together. I mean, look at the time they're taking to make this happen. But the 1v1 still created. Verno now, can he do it again? Verno on the clock.
Alright, this guy's great, man. That is a solid round. What was it, 3v5 at its peak?
Disgusting play going to that
Very,
one.
very
He
nice.
still had the knife
Mada
all
missed a
toward
big
with
shot
it.
at heaven.
Just heads up play to know where the last players were at. When he threw that seize, there's no tethers coming out. He knows now that they're both doubled up here. Found the timing, a little bit of miscommunication with NRG, not swinging as a group. Feeling that time was of the essence. It was against them, but EU just steps up to the plate.
That's Boostio's initiative.
Boostio's just insta standing up,
His
waving at him.
All right,
3
100
chances to
Thieves
close
now
one out. Quite luck.
on
Thank
game
you so
point
much for the
map
gifted.
1.
Thank
The
you for
attack
that.
side has proved so good for them, Vince.
And
That almost takes away the huge play from Vernon.
yeah, early map control. Gonna break this wall in about last 20 seconds.
That was the demise here of NRG losing that map of fracture against Cloud9 in overtime. But nonetheless, it came down to a clutch play.
Does
of
feel like
EU
maybe
to
they
put
should be
them at
changing
match
their
point.
wall if they're
And
defaulting it this
again,
much.
100 Thieves at the beginning trying to
Like
break
you
that
could do
util at
this
the very
wall,
beginning.
but
Sheer is now already
Yeah.
gone.
to be fair,
Push up from NRG
they haven't
gives them
lost
an
C
idea. They can
ever.
Stay mid to B here, or mid to C rather. Get that quick rotation if they have to adapt. Just a little bit of noise game being played. You see pings towards.
have you
Spawn,
met
towards
Ethan with the
C.
Prime? Thank you for the
Looks
11
like
months
this is
also,
where it's
mate.
gonna end. It's Asuna going back
Thank you
towards
for
the
doing
bend
that.
has been so effective. They can't stop him.
Yeah,
and
well,
with
this is
overdrive,
the
he's gonna
this is
create
the test. They are
so much
actually going to head over
chaos.
towards C. Got the ults to send it. Fedor, you would imagine Verno's not going to tank
This
it,
is
so they
pretty
know
good
it's a
here for
free
NRG.
site, so they don't have to use too much util.
Goes down, salvo available, Armageddon available, so 100 Thieves have to start moving.
Nightfall
Ooh.
going to give him an idea of where the rest
Ooh.
of the site is. Instantly to the back is going to be Cryo.
do they fast
and
flood with this
Asuna.
all?
They have to wait for the Armageddon
No.
to come through before they can get into position. This is going to give NRG time to regather in spawn.
Now, the salvo was too
They
early,
did
so an
though
opportunity to
buy a
move in
lot of
for
time
a plant.
for Mada
Kinda wanna
to
bring potentially
go
here this
behind.
aftershock, but they'll get the
And
plant
Mada's
down now
kind of
from
got to be the
Feast.
one to
Metal
play,
mark
and
up there
everyone
for
else needs to
spawn.
hold and
Just
make sound.
engaged. Back 2 on Waterfall, 2 spawn. In this hit on the flank from Mada, who's going to be first? There's the EU shot. He gets another one. That's going to be onto Ethan. Oh, how is nobody finding each other? They're trying to play the tightest angles
Wow,
right now.
some
NRG
got
quickly
another
pick up
there.
4. This is only gonna leave
What
Austin
the?
alive. Shorty just to the face.
Oh my goodness.
Mada, but it's
8
not
HP,
enough.
that's what
Mada
it came
keeps
down
alive
to.
in the 1v1 in the Red Bull clutch, and they survive
How
here on Lotus
did
for another
Som
round.
At 8 HP
manage to do
remaining
that?
here on Tamada on that 1v1.
That was
I was
close,
going to question
man.
it once again. Mada
Can't
going on
feel
defensive
too
pushes just like he did against
confident
Cloud9, where
about that.
speed shells were so good for the retakes, where it could help out the rest of the util for NRG to retake. His gun was sticking into the smoke.
Yeah.
And thankfully her Asuna did not have enough bullets to work with and had to work with the
Yo,
shorty.
give me the Som POV.
He pushed through, misses.
Oh, that
Two
last kill.
shots of the shorty. Right here. First miss, second one.
Yeah, you saw her say 142.
Yeah, just calm, cool, collected, and we're almost to an OT game. These guys are just playing it round for round. 100 Thieves are going to get a second timeout here from Zix. Talk about what they can do for a possible final round. We're seeing Verno with the Steel Garden. Not too many ults on the side of NRG, but that is, the way they've been defending
met
and
Ethan?
playing with each other here on the trades, it doesn't seem like ults are there.
I think so.
The utility layering is coming into play.
Been to CS lands that he was at.
Yeah, after this
I mean, I haven't
timeout
met him.
is trying to see if they could just be a little bit more quicker, especially with the broken economy that they'll come into this round. Stinger is probably coming in. You want to know here if you just could go for that buddy system and trade instantly. And even if I think they're 1 away from a Rolling Thunder. So if you get the plant down out for Boostio too, that's also extra stall on their side.
Yeah,
and you can already see it coming back from this timeout. All 5 of them grouped in towards the A main at the beginning. But this is where that line I was talking about, something that's
2022
very good for
champs?
this fault line that the
He
Breeze
wasn't
could
at
do,
champs, was he?
that breaks here. The rush that the Neon could do across
I
that
don't think he was
spot.
in a team then.
Tejo's ready too. You see
Maybe he
Ethan
was.
right
I
there,
just fully forgot.
ready to throw the salvo in.
And if he passed
No,
towards
yeah,
Rumble,
that's what
the
I
fault
thought.
line could still be very good to go
What is this
straight
tech?
line down and then go with the salvo and nades.
There you go. Mada tries to take position on Rubble. Is going to eat a full. Selva, no, Selva's just in front. FNS finds the first
But the
frag
Omen
as
flash
they
was
are
good.
absolutely collapsing down on 100 Thieves. They can't even get out into the Rubble area. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, but
Beautiful
everyone's
NRG.
dueling
The
together, and
timeout is
Mada is just jumping non-stop, and he's somehow alive.
Last round of
Yeah, let's
regulation
see it.
comes
Okay, we've
down
got
to
3
a
chances
full
into one last
rifle
chance
round.
for 100
And
Thieves,
ultimates,
and
2 important ultimates
they got a
on
big
either
ult though.
side. Boostio with the Rolling Thunder.
Ooh, I mean they're going aggro and getting
And then
this
the
Razor,
Vice ult coming out from Verno
no doubt about
into
it.
this last round, but this fight
Jeez.
towards Rubble has been so clean here for NRG.
Yo, Dan!
Made sure here that the noise canceling headphones work.
Yep.
I don't think Dan was looking.
No.
But it's quick right away. Another
Wait,
fight towards
Asuna?
Rubble.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, they tanked
It
so much damage.
And now Ethan gets another one.
Mate, they're like
OT
running
on
into
the
a blender.
horizon Here, if the 3 members of 100 Thieves cannot get the Rolling Thunder
Yeah,
into
and they
place,
get nothing
it
for
is
that.
let loose now, but no retaliation. This is just a space gain here as Boostio tries to keep pushing them back. All their youth
Dude,
being
this
used
little,
for before the
the
site.
fact that this
is gonna be a tough
little
round.
bug thing can
Yeah,
just like
especially with the
one
drone
jump the
spawning 2 of
boxes
them
is
in
so
forward
sick.
positions by the orb.
It
You
just
already
does some
have the
nuts
engagement of
stuff.
Verno flanking all the way back and just
Just
holding
showing
his
off.
position.
Okay.
Alright, guys,
One back.
chill.
Everybody's pinned.
EU is limping.
He cryo to activate here because 2 kills would allow for him to get at least the ult out from the Clove. And maybe a saving grace for 100 Thieves to finish this first map.
Oh, Sam almost with 2 there. Puts Boostio down to a 3rd.
Last player standing.
There's that
More
first
trades.
one, but he's the last player standing.
Oh my goodness, went for the
what a
headshot.
dodge. just ran
Hey,
out.
3
Steel
chances
Garden
all
coming in,
gone.
not allowing anything
And yeah,
to happen there,
that
and
A
that's gonna be
holds
OT.
aggro
NRG
from
bring it
from
back.
NRG is really strong.
Despite the pressure 100 Thieves was able to put on the
I
attack
think
side, FNS and
if
squad adapt to
if
what's
100
happening.
Thieves
And we're gonna see some
wanted
OT here in our
to,
first map of this
like they
elimination.
would have to change the pathing of the neon instead of going
Cannot
like
be an energy game
instead of going like
without
this
a
pathing, you would have to
comeback.
run
If a true
straight to
comeback
the
at
door,
least
like
push
to the
this to
wall up.
extra innings. But the fight coming through, how Energy wants to go toe-to-toe just like 100 Thieves. And they absolutely have that firepower to make that happen. And now Util on top of that with the compositional change. And now coming back here into
24 to
this
11,
first round
21
of
to
overtime,
13.
it's Energy back on the attack.
And you got to think this helps them a little bit. They were loving their attack side. They had a great read on how 100 Thieves was defending, so they may be able to string a second round in, or I should say a first overtime round in right now.
Okay, A pressure with the smoke confirmed.
Already early pressure out for Energy, but nobody's biting the bullet for 100 Thieves.
And 100
At least they've
Thieves, I mean, they were
two
fighting
players
over
out towards
towards
the
C a lot anyway. It's pretty much what they do
Mana
with the Clove, just perma one way.
And Som working in tandem while the rest of them are still trying to figure out what they could hear, what they could see. And it's a ping out towards the orb to start because the door has been open on that B side.
Double util identification too. They heard the flash and the drone, so they know that Finesse and Ethan are on this left side of the map. Little bit of movement. Looks like Xander's considering popping the door for a game, but he's about
Question
to
mark now created, but this smoke's going to go in a little bit.
Still has Paranoid to work with the stole in this spot.
100 Thieves playing so safe. Back of sights.
Yeah, Asena's got to do a lot here.
Lucio may be in the right angle here, in the right distance, to at least close off towards this front side. If you are going for the
Asuna
contact play
Xander.
for
30
Energy.
seconds left.
Himself a quick smoke to hide in here. Play the paranoia. Oh, it's
There's
so
a fault line.
beautiful.
Yeah, the
fault
flash
line
is
comes
incredible.
through. You were talking about all the
Don't
way
have the
from
option
B.
really to pivot over
Cross-map
towards B.
communication here is clicking now for 100 Thieves, but
Dude, every
will
single
the
time I swear
headshots
Fade Eye's just
follow?
lighting them all up.
Xander and EU are going to be able to trade on
Oh.
that one, but Finesse coming up huge towards the end.
2v4 and
We have to
FNS has
remember
just made it into a
Finesse was the
2v2.
one back on Fracture that
If
brought him
FNS can get
into the
another
end of the
kill, he gets
overtime,
his
so he is good
gets
for
his
it
ult.
as we're in these rounds.
An aftershock miss, so we have a 2v2.
We got
but
Flash to
isolated
help
fights.
swing out as well, and Anna
Breach on breach with
Thorns.
the door opening.
No push just yet. Razor
This Flash
binds,
is going to be
slowing
the
it
one.
down.
Worried that FNS is going to tank
Kills
this
out.
at one point though.
There's a flash
There we
for
go.
Bruno.
Kind of did.
Contact onto Cryo. Cryo has metal, so they could double swing in.
Oh, the timing, how somehow they get out alive, both with their backs turned. They know where one is. They've identified both. They're going to swing towards the backside of the site. Cryo's able to trade, but is the defuse time there?
He's
he
low.
has to get half before this peak. He's going to be able to do it so far. He's going to stick it. He's going to stick it. Oh,
No way.
defuse and
Actually got the
Finesse misses
defuse.
the shot.
It's devastating. FNS actually got him into the
GL
2v2, but yeah,
Energy.
just straight up stuck it.
Another one of those crucial moments where, I mean, it's very difficult at that point. He's so far away. You're trying to drive by with the inaccuracy while you're running through. Look at him just dance in the crowd.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Got hit in the kneecap and still limps away with the defuse as 100 Thieves are packed.
Okay, 100 Thieves
at
have another
that
go
point.
at it.
What a way to get onto the map point there.
Go
Cryo's
over hill,
doing his
yeah.
best dance.
Actually saved them.
And he brings him in another
clove
round
death.
here. Boostio's going to be carrying the spike as we start off on round 26. They head
A
towards the
Gremlin
left
buddy
side
for the
with
prime.
Cryo
Thank you so
just
much. Thank you, thank you.
being the information gainer over here at A.
He wants to do audio cues, but there's no satchels, there's nothing. It's a walk contact. Cryo's going to get punished.
Yeah, double
Yeah,
swing.
but he spotted
Nicely
3, so
timed
they're
by
going
the
to try
side
force
of
this, but the
NRG and
wall's here.
Mana, and now they're forced to rush this wall.
Yeah,
that
so they can't
usually
really
play with.
force straight
Don't have
in.
to go here, but they now alert NRG to the positioning on the map. Doesn't get through. All right, back to
Okay, now we
site.
get tested.
figured
Omen
they'd get
Flash
in
goes
once
in,
they
and I
started
think
messing
some
with
might
the
have just
util.
wasted
But
it,
this is
to be
gonna
honest with you.
Mata rotating back over.
They got a lot
One
of good
kill
util for the
Mata, gets in
retake.
the ult. The showstopper is now ready for sight. This could really play into NRG's favor.
Ooh, nice stun. Coming out here, slowing him down. Spike's
Dude,
popping
there's
over
so much
the
util getting
return
thrown.
stun as well. They're hitting each other back and forth. The util's about to run out. It's going to come down. to
Everyone
the shot.
dueling
Xander gets the
waterfall
first
from
one.
100
Lucio and
Thieves.
Asuna come up big, but Verno is there. And we talked about Mata. One for the ult. He can put the pressure on if he just gets this shot. He's got 2 chances for it. Turns
Oh.
the wrong way. EU spam down a little bit, and he's forced to rush here. The time against Mata. Working it, but EU
They
gets the
both
shorty
got
shot.
the
He
shorties
takes
out
down
on this.
Mata,
Dude,
and
they did a similar
are
thing
gonna be
to
able to
NRG,
first
right, where they
Lotus.
smoked over towards Heaven and then just drilled over towards Waterfall. Okay, shout out to 100 Thieves. Dude, give NRG a pistol here, though. And I think they probably would have taken the map in regulation. Still though.
This through on their map pick. But you're going into this series right now,
Like
Rick,
NRG
where
did
this is
good to
still
get
looking
it
pretty
to
good for
overtime,
NRG.
but
It
yeah,
wasn't too much of
savage.
a slow start,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you're going into 2 match